Hello, I'm Marcia Myrie, your health and wellness, lifestyle, and mindset coach. Welcome home. Today, I would like to focus on belief. Yes, belief, your beliefs. Beliefs is a concept that represents an idea that you accept as truth. And it is very subjective. So your belief, you can accept to varying degrees without little evidence of truth. So in the coaching environment, belief is what we target to change because it actually is the driver to all of the action steps that you take. A lot of times, and there's nothing wrong with looking at your behavior, but the behavior, making behavior change, I would liken it to, I'm outside, you see all these trees behind me. I would liken the change to the leaves on the tree. But belief, I would liken it to the roots that are down beneath the earth that actually, when properly nurtured, grows the trunk, the tree, the leaves. So today I want to talk about how important your beliefs are, because that is what actually motivates the true change. You can believe something that actually will sabotage your vision. That's why I want to talk about belief today. All right, so, I always like to talk in concrete terms so that you can really get what I'm talking about. So let's look at your language, because when I hear a person say words, phrases, ideas, it is a window into their soul, a window into what they truly believe. Although they might conceptualize ideals, however, the concept never becomes actualized because the belief is faulty. What language do you use? Let's look at some language. Are you a person who often say the following? I am a procrastinator. I am lazy. I am a failure. I am impatient. Using the words I am is self-identifying. Let that sit in for a second. I am statements equal self-identifying beliefs, self-identifying statements, which lends itself to a limiting belief. So if you are always saying, I am lazy, I am impatient, I am a procrastinator, then that is impacting you psychologically, and that matters in coaching. Essentially, the brain is learning and is trapping that as truth, because the brain, all it knows to do is to look for evidence to support what you give it. So you are giving it information and it's looking for evidence to make it concrete. So what you say is what you'll have. And although I know in your heart you don't want to be the procrastinator, by saying it, it is a self-fulfilling prophecy. It is establishing that behavior, procrastination, as a habit. Now, let me talk about the difference. I don't want you to think, I want you to be in denial that you oftentimes procrastinate. That may be the truth. You know, too many times I procrastinate. That is just identifying a behavior. You are just talking about a behavior that you experience. Sometimes I procrastinate. We all do. Sometimes I sleep in late. Sometimes I do this, I do that. That's just describing a behavior, which is fine. That's different than saying, I am a procrastinator. I am lazy. I am impatient. That is labeling yourself as such. That is establishing yourself as such. That is self-identification, which is sabotaging you, which is counterproductive to who you truly desire and want to be. So something as simple as shifting your language, shifting your conversation will improve how you see yourself and ultimately transfer these limiting beliefs to empowering beliefs. And over time, being consistent will shift your overall beliefs, which will impact how you show up in the world. Now, I will tell you this. Because our brain has neural pathways, and if you've been doing this for any period of time, this is where I'm going to really put a shameless plug in for coaching. This is where the magic happens. Because now in one-on-one coaching sessions, I get to hear it's like a natural generative process where listening to somebody, I'm able through the tools that I have as a coach to ask those provocative questions and provide perceptive reflections and inquiries. And I'm able to provide decisional balance and all of the other tools and techniques that I have and frameworks to help illuminate the fact that you're self-sabotaging yourself. And I'm telling you the beauty that happens in these conversations that naturally just come about. To see the aha light bulb goes off in clients' minds, to see over weeks of working with a person, them shift, and see how when the shift takes place, how they begin to get different results in their lives. That is the beauty of one-on-one coaching, because there's accountability there, there's mirroring there, there's the support there. So if this sounds like you or anybody you know, please, couple of things, go to the website at justonecoach.com and book a discovery session. Also, go to, and down below, you see where that bell is, subscribe. If you're unsubscribed, subscribe, like, comment, and share this information with somebody. This is where the work happens. This is the exciting part, the discovery part, where we're able to unravel all of what's inside of you, and you learn how to better support yourself. That's the beauty, that's the magic of it. And so I look forward to seeing you in a one-on-one coaching session. I look forward to seeing you in the next session. And we'll continue to talk about this because there's a lot of layers to belief. I'm just scratching the surface today. And so remember that lasting change often begins with just one decision and sometimes just one coach.